1.8 Vitamins. There are two main groups of vitamins, water-soluble and fat-soluble vitamins. Within this video you will look at the functions, so the job they do, the sources where we'll find these vitamins, and deficiency, what happens if we don't have enough of the vitamins. I try to remember the water-soluble vitamins by this little picture. It's a few squiggles which represent the sea, as in water, and a couple of other little sort of ticks on the top that look like birds. So birds flying over the sea represent the two water-soluble vitamins, vitamin B and vitamin C. There are 4 fat-soluble vitamins. I represent these as a fat man in a deck chair. So it's A deck, A, D, E, K are the 4 fat-soluble vitamins. Antioxidants are the third group of vitamins, but they contain elements from the water-soluble and fat-soluble. So the fat-soluble are vitamin A and vitamin E, and the water-soluble are vitamin C. The way I remember the antioxidants is by drawing a very badly drawn playing card. So it's the Ace of Hearts, because Ace, vitamin A, C and E spell ace, of course, and they look after your heart. Vitamin B1 is also known as thiamine. Its functions are to help the release of energy from carbohydrate food, help the body to grow, and help the nervous system to work. Sources: red meat, liver, whole grain cereals, yeast and yeast extract, otherwise Marmite, milk and dairy foods, eggs, seeds, nuts and beans. Deficiency from vitamin B1, thiamine, involve a muscle wastage disease called beriberi in countries where the diet is based on white rice. And the effect of cooking on thiamine B1, it's destroyed by heat when cooking, so it's best taken from foods which are raw, so it'd be raw seeds, raw nuts, but of course possibly not raw eggs. Vitamin B2, riboflavin, is very similar to vitamin B1. The functions are helping the release of energy from carbohydrate foods, and it's needed for growth in children. Its sources are identical, so red meat, liver, whole grain cereals, yeast and yeast extract, otherwise Marmite, milk and dairy foods, eggs, seeds, nuts and beans. A deficiency in vitamin B2 can lead to dry skin and cracks around the mouth and nose, but there is no effect on cooking, so it won't deplete the nutrient B2, so riboflavin. Vitamin B3, niacin. The functions of B3 are helps in release of energy from carbohydrate food, so that's the same again, helps to lower levels of fat in the blood. Sources: red meat, liver, whole grain cereals, yeast and yeast extract, milk and dairy foods, eggs, seeds, nuts and beans. A deficiency of vitamin B3 is a disease called pellagra. Symptoms of pellagra are diarrhea, a rough skin and confusional memory loss, and there is no effect of cooking on B3. Vitamin B6, pyrodoxin. The functions of B6 to help the body use protein, carbohydrates and fats for different jobs. Its sources are red meat, liver, whole grain cereals, yeast and yeast extract, milk and dairy foods, eggs, seeds, nuts and beans. A deficiency of vitamin B6 can lead to anemia, headaches and general weakness, and B6 can be destroyed during cooking. Vitamin B9, folate. The functions of vitamin B9 are helping the body to use protein and helps to form red blood cells. Sources are green leafy vegetables such as spinach, liver, potatoes, beans, seeds, whole grain cereals, nuts, oranges and berry fruits. The deficiency is a type of anemia called megaloblastic anemia. That's feeling sick with loss of appetite and diarrhea. A chemical form of vitamin B9, known as folic acid, is also given to pregnant women to help prevent a deformity in the baby called spina bifida. The effect of cooking: vitamin B9 is destroyed when food is kept hot for long periods. Vitamin B12, cobalamin. The functions of cobalamin are helping the nervous system to work properly and helps in the production of red blood cells. Sources are meat, milk and dairy foods. Deficiency is a type of anemia called pernicious anemia. Vegans need to make sure they take supplements to prevent this. There is no effect of cooking. Vitamin C, ascorbic acid. The functions of vitamin C is helping the body absorb iron from food, helps to make collagen in the body and acts as an antioxidant. Sources are fruit and vegetables, especially citrus fruits, black currants, kiwi fruit, potatoes, dark green vegetables such as broccoli, green peppers and Brussels sprouts. Deficiency, anemia if the body cannot absorb iron in the food. A disease called scurvy, which also gives rise to bleeding gums, tiredness and poor healing of wounds, also known as the pirate disease. Effective cooking, vitamin C is easily destroyed by heat and leaving foods such as green vegetables exposed to oxygen in the air. Vitamin A is the first of the fat-soluble vitamins and its chemical name is retinol. The functions of vitamin A are helping growth in children, it's needed for night vision, the ability to see shadows in the dark, helps keep the lining of the throat, digestive system and lungs healthy, and also acts as an antioxidant. Sources are milk and dairy foods, oily fish and liver. It's added to margarine and spreads during manufacture, so fortification. It's also found as beta-carotene in plant foods such as green leafy vegetables, tomatoes, carrots, oranges, red peppers and spinach. Deficiency. Growth can be affected if we do not have enough. Difficulty seeing in the dark and difficulty in fighting off infections. It is possible to have too much vitamin A in the diet. Vitamin A supplements should only be taken on the advice of a doctor. And the effect of cooking, there is no effect of cooking. Vitamin D, Cholecalciferol. The functions. Help to form strong bones and teeth, especially during childhood and adolescence, where it is important that bones reach their peak bone mass. Also helps to control the amount of calcium absorbed from food. Sources. A little in liver, oily fish, milk and dairy foods. Most of our supply comes from sunlight, where it's made under the skin and stored in the liver. Deficiency. If there is a shortage of vitamin D, calcium cannot be absorbed and teeth and bones become weak. This can lead to rickets and osteomalacia. There is no effect of cooking vitamin D. Vitamin E, Tocopherol. Its functions are it acts as an antioxidant when it helps to protect the body from a disease. Evidence shows that it protects the body from certain types of cancer and heart disease. It also protects the lining of the throat, lungs and digestive system. Sources: nuts, seeds, wheat germ oil, milk, egg yolks, polyunsaturated spreads and oils. Deficiency is very rare and there is no effect of cooking. Vitamin K has no chemical name. Its function is to help blood clot. It also helps to keep bones healthy. Sources are green leafy vegetables, liver, bacon and cereals. Deficiency is very rare and there is no effect of cooking.